Happy Wednesday, guys. Big question. We got Bitcoin sitting at $93,800, and I got a massive question for you all. Who wants to drink a tequila right now? Who wants tequila? Who wants to get absolutely smashed right now and just drink them up, right? Just buy. Say yes in the chat. Who wants to go all in right now? Who's feeling it? Those emotions are coming in quick. Market's starting to pop some nice little 5-minute candles there. Nice little short-term bounce in the market at the moment. This is what is going to separate those who are going to really understand a little bit of the patience in the game versus not, and also not going to be caught in all of the traps. Now, again, there's two scenarios that will always play out, but you got to understand that right now, market really wants you to drink a tequila. Straight into resistance. Drink that tequila. Drink it, baby. You know, just have it. Drink more. And let me show you another chart. Bitcoin dominance speeding up, right? Let me show you where Bitcoin dominance is at. Drink a tequila. Drink it, right? Because if Bitcoin rejects that level and dominance goes up, which it is speeding down, we are getting a nice little altcoin catch up now, which is good. And I'll explain to you why that's very good as well, because we are definitely seeing what is strong out there. And I always love when I see a bit of strength in the market to see the coins that are like, wow, like these are the bad boys that we want, right? But you have to read the room. You have to read the room and understand that Bitcoin is still under massive resistance and dominance is coming into support, which means a little bit of a Bitcoin rejection, okay, which has actually gone a little bit bearish in the last 24 hours, and a dominance bounce will create a little bit of a sneeze within the altcoins, and it could be a fast one. It could be that setup again for the leverage hunt, okay? And then there's also a plan B where the market goes up now, makes a flag, settles, invalidates possibly, and then we continue the party. We know we can drink. But by you getting drunk too early, you can end your night. And that's the difference. The difference between holding out an extra hour for the tequila versus getting shit-faced right now, I don't mean a bad way, okay, is going to cost you and save you a lot. Plus, you are not going to be prepared for the bigger wicks that come in the bull market. When Bitcoin is $150,000 and alts are doing the most insane things you've seen in your life, and you have not learned from this little lesson or been prepared for this lesson, you're going to have an incredible streak into that lesson, and you're going to get wiped out in that run, and you might end your bull run in the Uber early, and your friends are still partying. So today it's about understanding that, yes, market is showing some good bounces, some good altcoins are there, and you got to take notes of that. We know exactly what we want to buy in the dip. But we got to read the room and understand where Bitcoin's at. So today, I'm going to show you guys again to stay level-headed, to stay sober for a little bit longer. Let's prepare for into resistance rejection, what that looks like for altcoins. And I have now set many, and I have an updated list over here. I got 20 orders over here. And they're all updated because now I know what bounced strong, what's in resistance. Some of my orders went a little bit higher, some are there. But there's all my coins here that I want to speak to you guys about today of what I'm preparing for when I am taking the actual tequila. So guys, happy Wednesday to you all. Hope you're all having a great, fantastic day. Smash the like button if you understand that this is a long run you have entered. We're in a 12-month bull market. What are you stressing for 3 days? Like, that's not the goal here. You are here for a long-ass party. Let's get the fundamentals right. Let's prepare. Let's get into this resistance and see what happens first, and then we get ready to party. So, no more wasting time. Let's go.
I try and help everyone in my space, and this is what I get. I try and fight the devils, but inside I'm just like sniper. Welcome to Sheldon Show.
What's up, fam? What's happening? Brand to the channel, subscribe up. Let's go. Subscribe up if you are brand new to the channel. Again, what we're doing here is our goal is to make money, right? And to stay level-headed, and that's it. It's not about the little 10% that you miss or 10% that you did. It's not about that. It's about understanding the picture and making money. That's the goal, right? Knowing that when we're in on certain parts of our portfolio, we're going to ride it up. We're going to take profits. We're going to wait for opportunities to get back into that portfolio, and we only ever get into that portfolio again with opportunities. This is what's going to teach you the big difference between those who are going to have money when the opportunities bring themselves versus those who don't have money. And trust me, through 4 years experience, through seeing through all of it, there's a lot of times that people don't have money on good opportunities. And that's the big shift that I've mentally made. Now, again, a very important part as well within today is there is a part of your portfolio that's going to ride all of this out, right? It's basically your plan B, and it's a little bit of your backup as well at different times, but it's your long-term portfolio, right? So me, I have not exited. You will see I'll show you guys in the next day or two my high time frame views of when I'm going to exit my long-term part of my portfolio. I'm not anywhere near that, right? So all these little pumps that happen now, I'm benefiting, okay? But when it comes to the real money and the money that I'm trading with and to make cash with, that comes with a nice little rule system and a proper system to understand, because we have not seen a liquidation wick yet. We haven't seen one yet, okay, this bull market, and it's quite worrying, okay? Because the more that this market wants to go up without that wick, the more violent that wick becomes. And that is going to be a very big badge that we want to accomplish early on in the bull market before this massive rally and everything continues, is to survive and understand what these things actually do and when they come. Okay, so that is a big one that we must be prepared for. And if this market just wants to go and go and go and go, that's cool. But you got to understand the wick gets a little bit bigger as well. So you got to basically understand that there's two main drivers here. Your long-term portfolio that will ride all of it. You'll be rich, poor, rich, poor, rich, poor, rich, poor. But over time, you'll be rich, right? As long as you can buy more dips and make more money and put more money into your long-term, right? So that's why I'm a little bit stingy when it comes to my trading account, because I'm taking it very seriously that my trading account has a real purpose, and the purpose is to add a lot to my long term, okay, and to make sure that I always have cash for opportunities. We have not seen any liquidation hunts yet, nothing just yet, okay, and it is coming, guys. It's a part of the cycle that we must all be prepared for. So when I'm saying all these things, one thing that is really hard is to not drink the tequila, is to not just smash that tequila right now and even take the bottle by the straw and to get going, right? It's a vibe. Things are amazing. You know, you just want to hit it, and that's the biggest urge. You know, that, and it's my biggest downfall as well. And that's why I've been so much more patient. So I'm going to show you guys now. I understand the importance of having dry powder. Yes. And another thing as well, yesterday was a little bit of a hint of how it doesn't stay for long. Okay. So that's also another thing. So again, we are smashing straight into resistance, and I'm going to speak about pullbacks. I'm going to speak where we go down to. But the big thing that you got to pick up from yesterday is look how the alts don't stay there for long. Okay. Which means if you are at the shop, okay, and you don't have orders set in, you're very much going to likely miss the opportunity, because the opportunity comes and it goes. Okay, and that's a very big lesson to understand as well, that these things don't come for too fast. So our goal now is to make sure that we are always over-prepared than under-prepared, okay? And then you have the plan B scenario where it's like, okay, cool. Now it's validating a bit. Now we start laddering in, we start drinking some tequilas, right? But end of the day, you need to know that it doesn't stay long. So yesterday, you know what I love is every day, I'm just adding a little bit more knowledge to my book into the bull market. Okay, so these days where I'm still waiting to buy, I'm not drinking my tequila yet, I can still pay attention to the market and see this coin is strong, this one is strong. And what it did for me today is it gave me exact list of what I want to buy first. It gave me exact list of what's strong, what do I really want, what these things. So I use all these days when I'm not drinking the tequila, right, to actually understand for what exactly am I buying, right, and all of these sort of things. So let's go through a couple of things. The first thing I want to quickly go through is the weekly candle. So I want to show you guys this over here. I want to show you the weekly candle on Bitcoin. So let's go in over here and just pop in on Bitcoin quickly. I just want to show you the weekly candle. Now, this is why for me, it's kind of important that this little dip off happens pretty quick, because otherwise it sets us up for a very terrible next week. So I want to show you this over here. So if this candle now that we are currently seeing on the weekly, we're seeing the first little red candle that we are seeing. If we close anything like this, that it is like this at the moment, it basically looks like this candle on the left over here and this candle over here. Do you see when it's not complete? So all of a sudden, the candle, you have a bunch of green candles and you have one red candle, right? And that red candle over there finishes off with a half wick. Do you see how the next candle is a strong red one, right? And you see the same thing on the left over here. We had a dump, then there's a wick, and then look what happened on the next candle, okay? This over here. So I actually think that the market going more up right now is actually more bearish, okay, when it comes to a, you know, because the question right now, is this a 5-day pullback or is this a 3-week pullback? If the market goes up more now, okay, then the pullback for me can be up to 2 to 3 weeks, okay? If the dump happens, okay, and what I'm preparing for when it happens, okay, in the next couple of days, then I see next week being strong again and we get going, okay? So for me at the moment on the high time frame now, it's looking decent, okay, but this type of close over here is not ideal for me. It's not ideal for me, and it sets us up for a nice little red week next week, which really means if you want to drink a shit ton of tequila right now, you got to understand that this party is going to go on for a while, right? So it's a little bit of a longer term view that you're seeing over here, okay? So what I would prefer is I'd actually prefer a ugly candle, okay? And what that looks like is a red candle that actually just goes down to about this area over here. And I'll speak about it now and jump to the short time frame now. That's what I would prefer to see. A fat red candle. Now, what that red candle does is it turns, and I spoke about this yesterday. You see how the RSI is already crossing at the top? That's actually a signal. You know, when it crosses at the top over there, the two lines cross, that's actually a signal, right? We always talk about when the lines cross over here at the bottom. When those lines crossed, the time you saw where Bitcoin went. You're seeing a cross in the lines over there as well. Now, if we have this big red candle, what that will do is it will confirm this cross of this RSI, and the RSI will actually start coming down. And then this is the plan. This is my current thesis of what I'm thinking and what I think is going to happen. A nice fat red candle. Then next week, we see a nice little green candle like this. Okay, I'm just going to mark it up quickly over there. And then the week after, we see a nice little green candle like this again. By the way, in this time, altcoins bounce really hard. Okay, and then in this time, then we go again, right? That's what I want to see over the next 3 weeks. Now, what that will do is because these two candles will still be below this top over here, it will actually get this RSI to make its way down a little bit. And that's all that we want to see in the RSI is down and up again. And then what you'll see is if we go now back to the bull market, you will see something like this. Okay, exactly like this on the left. So what you have is you have the RSI come down after that one little fat red one, and then you see the massive rally that happens after that. And then for me, that's like, okay, Bitcoin from here has the cool down. Then it chases down the $120,000, $130,000, $140,000 sort of mark, right? Then after that, come back to around 110, and then go again for the blow off top. Right? So this is exactly, we've got to understand that the weekly RSI is at the top. It's not a small signal that we're seeing here, guys. So for me, it makes sense now that the market actually gets to a point now where it flushes out pretty quickly, and that will be a benefit and will work way better for us in this mark. If we do go up now more, next week's red for me. Okay, and these are things that we really have to just understand. Does not mean that the bull market's over. It's the best damn thing of your life. If either scenario that plays out, I'm playing on this scenario first. Because I've seen it before, I've seen how this movie goes, and this is the scenario here that I'm playing on first, and then I have the plan B scenario, which is a little bit longer. It's going to take a little bit longer for the market to get where it needs to get. Okay, so that is there on the weekly. Same thing when it comes to the actual, same thing that happens also with the altcoins. If you see the altcoins right now, if the altcoins finish anywhere like this, do you see the RSI? If it finishes anywhere like this by the end of the week, it's actually bearish. Okay, because it's filling a half candle. Let me show you what that looks like. You see on the left over here, after we also had a lot of pumps, do you see how we finished a candle half red, half wick? Do you see that? Let's zoom in. There we go. Do you see what happened next? That means the capitulation happens next week then. Okay, so you see, so before everyone wants to just go and think, tequila, sort of stages yet, you got to understand what's currently happening right now and what you're seeing over there at this point. That's why going in now, I'm still very much stuck on this plan over here on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin actually lost this support yesterday. Okay, and you can see over here that it lost it. And now we're basically going in to confirm our a second high. Okay, so what you're seeing on Bitcoin recently is you were seeing that it basically started we spoke a little bit about the bearish pattern, right? Where it's moving to the upside like this. Let's just see. Can you see me still? Okay, there we go. Let's just do that again. So you're seeing this little bearish push to the upside. Cool, fantastic. But the main thing you were seeing over there was the higher highs, higher lows, right? You were seeing that sort of view. Then all of a sudden, we had this trend at the bottom and we started to break down, and we can officially say that we have put in our first lower low, right? So what you're looking for now is a lower high, flush, push, and we continue the bull market. That's exactly what we're seeing, right? And it's the same thing of what I spoke about yesterday. Within the two scenarios over here is where the part that I see us being at now is this part over here, right? That's the part where I'm seeing at now, where we started off the first dump. There's the first part of the dump. So just to show you this piece over here, number 1, number 2, number 3, 1, 2, 3, that proof, that proof. Jeez. That piece over there, then the shoots up, and then the kill. Okay, that is the thing. Now, by being prepared like this, we will be the only ones that actually gets involved if the market capitulates at this point, right? No one else is going to believe it. No one else is going to be a part of it. Okay, but this is the next part here. For as long as we stay below this trend over here, that is what you have to stick to. Is that Carl the Moon? Yeah. Carl. What's up, bro? Nice to see you. So while we're under this little piece over here, you have to be prepared for the speed up phase and what happens next and the massive shake that comes. That is where we want to get our first. Again, I think it is going to be over exaggerated. I don't think it's going to last long, but I think it's an ugly wick. And anyone that is not prepared for it and have drinking 30 tequilas right now, they are not going to survive it, right? They're not going to get through that specific phase. So where we are right now, and jumping back over here, we are still in this phase of the pullback, and I am still bearish in this phase. Now, the next thing that's very important to understand as well is the Bitcoin dominance is about to approach a mega support. Okay, now your altcoins are doing phenomenal right now because of your Bitcoin dominance going down. Okay, but you got to understand, if you zoom out over here, we still have a very important trend that Bitcoin dominance is now hit. Not only is it an important trend, it's a trend that we've been holding all the way since July. Okay, it's not a small support. Now, I do think we break that support. Not yet, though. I think from here, you could see very clearly, what is your RSI doing? Can I see in the chat there? Where's your RSI? I want to make sure you're learning, right? I want to make sure you understand why you're about to make a lot of money, why you're going to be patient, and why you're going to be the one not drunk when the rest of the market's drunk, right? You need to understand why it is. Look at the RSI at the bottom. RSI on the daily is at the bottom, okay? And what that basically means on the daily is this is a decent time frame move that's going to happen within the actual dominance is going to start going up again, which means the strength on altcoins are going to disappear for a couple of days, and then they're going to come back. Now, the sad scenario here is if you paint the picture, you could see that we are still bearish on Bitcoin and your dominance is about to get bullish. So if I'm expecting at any moment now, let's just clear up my damn drawings here. If I'm expecting any moment now that there can be a nice little rejection on Bitcoin, the rejection doesn't even have to be big. I'm not talking about Bitcoin going down to $70,000. Bitcoin can come down to 89,000, which is one of my targets, and the second one is $85,000, and that will really create an ugly, devastating wick on alts that will catch a lot of people off of guard, right? So this little area over here, you got to paint the picture and understand that pre-jumping the gun is what's going to create the problem. So again, what that does for me is it prepares me on the altcoins. I don't know if you noticed this yesterday. This is the total three, the altcoins. Okay. Yes, we are having a nice little pump up, but where are we right now? Okay, that is where we are right now. Now, Sheldon, what happens if it gets invalidated? Okay, then what happens is basically from here, this will happen, and then we start drinking tequila, right? Exactly the same area. If you wanted to buy today, we will buy in the same area 2 days later, exact same place. Okay, but it will be on a pullback confirmed. We are definitely going to make it, right? That's the difference. Right now, you are literally gambling and you're going straight into resistance, where this actually looks something like this. That's what it looks like, that what comes next, okay? And that's the important thing to understand, is to not pre-jump the gun. So that means, again, if you bought the dip yesterday, well done. Especially in your leverage portfolios, well done. But if you're not taking some sort of profits right now, are you really learning? Are you really going to actually prepare for what happens next and have cash when these things happen? Make money, guys, but read the picture as well. Understand where we're at right now. So if you got it yesterday and you made some money, bank some profits. You are not getting out of the bull market. You are banking your money and you are getting ready to buy as a stable-headed, perfect person that buys it in the right areas, right? So let's go through the next thing over here is look at this USDT dominance. Guys, if I to give you this chart right now, would you buy this coin? Would you buy it? Anyone? Say yes in the chat. I would buy this coin. Okay? I would definitely, and this is a 8-hour time frame. Would you buy it? Yes. A lot of you guys who say I would buy that. Okay, now let me break the other news to you. When this chart goes up, it means markets are tanking. It means people are getting out of the dollar, okay, or out of their token into the dollar. Okay, it means they're selling out, panic. So I would buy this if I was a chartist and someone, and we know this. We've bought so many coins like this and we've made money, right? That is not bullish. Okay, that is not bullish right now in that point. And this is actually a retest of a support. And the support's all the way in the zone over here. And it's showing us that I see very much right now as it stands, I see a high, I see a higher high, I see a higher low coming in, and I see the squeeze. And the next thing to understand as well is if you look at where the next resistance, if this coin wants to pump, right? I always speak about this. Where's it go next? It's going to go to a next major resistance, right? So that resistance over here is up here, guys. That's 20% away from where we are right now. Gives you an idea of the size of the dump that can come, right? And to be honest, it won't be too long. It will be pretty fast. slow down, and then get ready for the pool after that. It won't be a long process that will happen. But that is not bearish, right? That is bullish, and that is bearish for us on the other side of things. So you could see over here that all we are looking for, and it is healthy for the market, it is not a bad thing for the market, it is very good, okay, is from here, we push up, we calm down, and boom, we make life-changing money. Nothing wrong with that. Is healthy, in my opinion, because what that will do is it will get the RSI's resets on what we need them to get reset, and we will be prepared, and the market will be in a healthy place to go up again. Where right now, if it goes up from here, it's getting unhealthy. It's actually getting to a point where that wick is going to be devastating. If Bitcoin just goes, if alts just go up another 30% from here, good Lord, like you don't even know what's coming, right? And that's the big thing to understand over here. Yes, it's a trap, and it's not a bad thing. You must buy it. These opportunities are the best ones ever, right? If you look at the 2 times before that, there's a time. They were the best buys of your damn life if that happened, okay? So it's not a bad thing. Okay, so let's jump through a couple of things over here. Let's go through Sol. And I'm going to ask you the question. Bullish? Bearish, right? You got to understand. There's my drawing from yesterday, okay? So if I actually take this and I just, it's going to always be really hard with the market is timing. Okay, I'm actually one of the best in the industry right now when it comes to timing, but it's not easy, right? But if I take this exactly from yesterday, not bad, right? But let's go take that back over there. There we go. Okay, so same thing here. Little push up in Sol, and then a push down to 200. That's where I want to bang it. That's where I want to go. So if I go again over here, just to show you guys, go down below. Over here, I just want to show you what I've been buying or what I'm getting ready to buy. There's all my tokens. Where is my Sol? View all current orders. Yes. I want to see where my Solana orders are sitting. Okay, hold on. There we go. Oh, is it really going to do it like this? For real? There we go. Okay, there is my Sol. Okay, I got Solana over here, which is, you see my price, $202 and $210. Do you see it? $202 and $210. So to take that back to the chart over there, I have set my limit orders. I'm doing them in 2 ways, guys. I'm setting one in the higher band, so one up in that area to catch the dip fast, and I'm setting one as like, let's try get a little bit near the bottom, right? So those are my 2 orders over there on Solana. You look at something like 𝗬𝗡𝗡, that's a lower high. That's not a bull market goes straight up from here, right? So I got 2 of my orders sitting here. I got one sitting at around the 18.7, and I got the next one around 17.8 at this zone over here. Phantom. One coin that I really want, right? I've been wanting it so much. It's just been going up and up and up and up. Okay, but do you see how it's starting to engulf now? It will come down at some point. So now my orders are a little bit high on Phantom because it's done well. But I got 95 and I got 87 cents as my Phantom areas over there. Injective, there we go. $26, $25 on Injective. We go to Near. Near's actually had a really good bounce. So this coin has now become one that I really want to buy on this dip, right? So I think this one's not going to go much lower, maybe a double bottom. So around 16.1 is one of my orders. But again, guys, I'm going to give you a little trick here. And if it does play out, legendary, right? Then just know that I like gold Lambos. I like lobster. I like, just if it does play out, right? Like to just know that these are my things. I really like Nike shoes. I really like these sort of things. I'm just giving you a bit of a heads up. Okay. But if there is a scenario where the wick comes, just put some cheeky orders like here. Just do it. Put something, 10%, 5% of your money. Okay, just put them on cheeky orders over there. There is your chain link. By the way, Sniper Club, I've given you all of my charts. And I'm going live with Sniper Club straight after this. Remember, guys, Sniper Club, you get 30% off an entire year if you buy in Sniper Club right now today. Link below in the description. Let's show you over here. This is my show, Matt. Wait, which one is it? This one. Let's see which one it is. There we go. Okay, so if you join here, 33% off an entire year, and you get 10% off per month for 3 months. If you want to just take the 3-month over, join Sniper Club. That's where you get my charts and everything before the shows, and all of that. And school is free over here as well. And remember, WeX as well. If you want an exchange account and Bitfunded, all of these are here below. And we have this new thing called Lingo. I'm going to speak a lot about it tomorrow. Okay, but something we can get real world assets, first gaming, RA powered rewards ecosystem. It's incredible. Go have a look so long. Trust me, I'm talking big on this tomorrow, and they have a token. Okay, let's go back over here. Doge is another one that I really want. Is that bullish, guys? It's not bullish, okay? So today, again, it's about if you are in a couple of trades, save some capital, but you could see here, I got at 31 cents and 34 cents on my two targets here on Doge, right? If we go here to Cardano, look at Cardano. That's where I'm setting it up. So I think at any moment this comes, okay? And all you want to do is you want to catch these nice little dips on some limit orders, and I wouldn't put more. So if you look here back at my exchange, I just want to show you guys again over here, back at my exchange here. Let's go back to this piece over here. Give me 2 secs. Okay, I'm still sitting with around 30% of my capital. Okay, that is going to be me. Okay, the coins have bounced now. Let me buy some on trend breaks. So I'm not putting all of my money on limit orders. I'm putting 70% of my money on limit orders, and I'm keeping 30% cash over there in case I want to buy a trade, break a trend when the bounces happened. I want to get a little bit more of this token, things like that. Things like AVAX. Do you see a head and shoulders, guys? Do you see it? Okay, so these are patterns you're going to notice where people are not going to notice, and they're going to get very trapped very quickly on them. Do you see how we have a left shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder? That is known as a head and shoulders, right? And it's known as something bearish, okay? And it's the same if it comes to the downside, where you have a left shoulder, a head, a right shoulder, and a push. That is bullish, okay? So you can see very clearly here, many will get super FOMO on AVAX at the moment, but it's actually doing a bit of a bearish pattern, and a lower high means a lower low that comes after that. I'm even buying more XRP after this. I don't care what Rand says and his dust coins and old coins. I'm buying them, okay? I'm buying XRP on this dump. I'm buying Cardano on this dump. I'm even going to buy some damn Litecoin on this dump, okay? But here is XRP as well. A dip off. I got a limit order at 1.2. So let me bring this up. Then you guys can basically go and let's go in over here to my orders. Then you guys can pause the video, okay, because I'm like that. I want to be open with you guys and show you. Okay, so let's go down over here, and you can pause the video and you can go see my limit orders. Okay, so there, I'm stopping for 2 secs. You can pause the video and go see exactly where Sheldon has put his DOT, his Theta, his XRP, his AVAX, his Thorchain, his Doge. Let's go to the next one. Next page. Okay, pause. There we go. We got Link, we got Nia, we got Injective, we got Arweave, we got Phantom. Let's go next one. Solana, and I'm buying a ton of ETH. I don't care what anyone says at all over here, a ton of ETH. So guys, next 24 hours, 48 hours. Let's wait now into the market open. We should start the pullback. The pullback will start happening. Where it's going to start moving quickly is if you go here. I see I'm paused. Okay, I'm back now. If you zoom in now to the 1 hour and you just go draw this trend to the upside on Bitcoin here, you see that trend? When it breaks that trend, that's when the dump should start. Okay, in that time, you should see a nice strong bounce within the Bitcoin dominance. You can see it's already starting to get ready for a nice little coil up to the upside. Okay, and the same with the alts. Let's go here to the altcoins here. It's very clear when the dump starts. Put that trend line in over there. That's when the dump starts. When it breaks that trend, start to push. I do think that today could be the day that the fast dump happens. Otherwise, what will happen is we'll basically start off moving our way down to where we were yesterday, and then the fast dump will happen around tomorrow or during my nighttime or anything like that over there. So let's get through again this little phase again today. Only Charles the guts to show his entries. No shady, but I can't anymore, guys. I'm here to ride a bull market with you. I want to financially retire. I want a lot of you guys to do it as well. I also want to show you the mistakes that I've made before, and again, be as transparent as possible. So today, again, make up your mind. What's your long term? What money are you going to bank? Put some limited orders in of about 70%. Put them in. What tokens do you want? Lay them in there and just be damn patient. And I'll see you tomorrow. And hopefully all of our orders have triggered in the next day or two. And then we can be the only ones on the damn planet that did this, and we can be excited. So I love you guys lots. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Much love.